look forward to another year of In the Trenches presented by First Star Logistics, but we wanted to give you some big news. This season, you'll find our interviews and keys to Bengals victory on In the Trenches in the First Star Media Group YouTube channel, along with our growing team of Joe Goodbury's Bengals on the Brain and Malik Wright's State of the Jungle. Also, the great folks at First Star Logistics have big plans this season with special giveaways each week the Bengals play. So be sure to visit both channels and our social media pages to stay updated on all giveaways and the latest news on the Bengals. So be sure to subscribe to the First Star Media Group YouTube channel, as after this season, it'll become the channel that will host all our content. Time for keys to the game. The opponent, the Houston Texans. Last week, a lot of buzz about the quarterback matchup, and rightfully so. Josh Allen and Joe Burrow, tasty matchup at that position. Two of the best in the National Football League. When they're all done with their careers, maybe two of the best to ever do it. Well, this week, don't sleep on CJ Stroud. This guy, we already know what Joe Burrow's all about. The Bengals are on a 4-game winning streak. During that 4-game winning streak, Joe Burrow has a quarterback rating of 111.2. He's completed 75.8% of his passes, better than 3 out of every 4 over a 4-game stretch. That's just unbelievable. And when you pressure him, you decide to blitz him, he's phenomenal. McDermott blitzed more than he normally does when the Bengals played the Bills. Joe Burrow against the blitz, 10 of 14 for 150 yards against the Buffalo Bills when they decided to heat it up. So teams are like, geez, what do we do? How do we compete with Joe Burrow? Okay, everybody's going to try to disguise pressure packages. They're going to try to disguise coverages. Joe Burrow sorts it out quicker than anybody and makes the right decision a higher percentage of the time than anybody. Let's talk about CJ Stroud. How about this kid? I mean, his quarterback rating for the season, 102.9, fourth in the NFL. Most amazing stat, 1 interception. Fewest in the National Football League. He's thrown 1 pick in 8 football games, 14 touchdown passes, tied for 7th best, averaging 8.4 yards per attempt, 3rd best in the National Football League. We're talking about a rookie here. Against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he completed 71.4% of his passes last week for 470 yards, an all-time rookie record. The NFL has been around 104 years. And this guy just threw for more yards than any rookie in NFL history. Think of all the great quarterbacks that have played in the NFL. 470 yards, the best ever for a rookie. 5 touchdowns, quarterback rating of 147.8. Third down, his quarterback rating is 5th best in the National Football League. He's got 6 touchdown passes, no interceptions. In the 4th quarter, his quarterback rating is 2nd best in the National Football League. Also, with 6 touchdown passes, no interceptions. 6 touchdown passes tied for the 6 touchdown passes in the 4th quarter, most in the NFL. No interceptions, tied for fewest in the NFL. He's closed games. He's played well. I mean, this rookie quarterback is not playing like a rookie. He has a very compact throwing motion. There's no wasted motion. He's got a rubber arm, so it's very, very strong arm that he has. He stands in the pocket very courageously until the last minute and then delivers the football. And he's intelligent. He's making great reads, great decisions, and he's protecting the football. You know, he values the football. He is playing unbelievably well for a rookie quarterback. Will Lou Anarumo be able to come up with pressure packages and disguise them? And the same thing on the back end with coverages. Will he get CJ Stroud off kilter? That's going to be massive. Which team will be able to protect their quarterback? Which team will be able to pressure the other team's quarterback? Which team will be able to get a running game going that will support that quarterback in some way, shape, or form? Neither team has run the ball very effectively whatsoever. The Bengals are dead last still in the NFL, averaging less than 76 yards per rush. And their efficiency at 3.6 yards per carry is 28th in the league. Houston's not a whole lot better. There's no question about it. They're rushing it for 87 yards a game, 27th in the NFL, 3.3 yards per carry, 30th in the league. Which running back is going to be able to do some damage and support their quarterback? That's going to be a big key in this football game. First down success. Can't stress it enough. Against the San Francisco 49ers, that was massive. 49ers came into the game best in the National Football League in yards allowed on first down. Nobody was better. They were allowing like 4.08 yards on first down. The Bengals destroyed them. Over half of their snaps were first down snaps. They had 34 first down snaps out of 62 plays. Out of the 400 yards generated, 236 were generated on first down. 2 of the 4 touchdowns were on first down. I mean, they took the 49ers apart. It carried over the Buffalo game in the opening drive. Opening drive, 9 plays, 76 yards. 5 of the 9 plays were first down plays. 43 of the 76 yards were generated on first down. They averaged 8.6 yards on first down, almost a first down on every first down. The 7-yard touchdown pass to Irv Smith Jr. was on first down. First down is big. You don't want to get yourself into a situation where you're facing third down over and over again. The first 2 touchdown drives against the Buffalo Bills, 20 snaps. Only 2 of the 20 snaps were third down snaps. That's how effective they were on first and second down. Gained big yards on first down. You're going to get a first down and second down more times than not. They only faced 2 third downs in 20 snaps that resulted in 14 points for the Cincinnati Bengals. Best way to handle third down? Stay out of it. Stay away from third down. That's not a bad philosophy. Score first, play with a lead. That's another key. San Francisco game and Buffalo game, they did exactly that. First possession, touchdown drive in both games. And as a result, playing with that lead, they never did relinquish it. 8 quarters of football against 2 Super Bowl contenders, the 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. The Bengals never trailed for 1 snap. That's phenomenal. That's mind-boggling. If you score first and play with a lead, it opens up the playbook big time for Lou Anarumo, makes calling the game much easier for Zach Taylor. I mean, it's just the whole football game has a different look to it and a different feel to it. There's no doubt. Turnovers are huge, obviously, in every football game. We all know that. The Bengals are +9, best in the National Football League. They get 15 takeaways, tied for 4th most. They've only given it away 6 times, tied for 2nd fewest. They're respecting the football. Houston has 12 forced fumbles defensively, and they've recovered 6 of them. 12 forced fumbles is 9th in the league. 6 fumble recoveries, tied for 6th. Ball security, high and tight with that football. Whether you're a running back, a receiver, running after catch, whatever the case may be, take care of that football. The offense against the Buffalo Bills had no giveaways, no turnovers. Defense had 2 takeaways. That +2 was massive in that football game. The Houston Texans are taking care of the football. There's no question about that. They're +5 in the turnover ratio. That's tied for 6th in the NFL. 5 giveaways is fewest in the National Football League. Just 1 interception, fewest in the National Football League. Who's going to make the other team beat them? It's that simple. I mean, don't put the ball in jeopardy. No shooting yourself in the foot. Value every possession. Everything you can think of in terms of old axioms applies. Take the ball away. Don't give it away. I mean, accumulate extra opportunities. It's the easiest path to victory. It is in every football game. Turnovers are always monumental. Penalties. Turnovers are one means of self-destruction. Penalties are another. And how about this? Against the 49ers, the offense was not penalized 1 time. Big reason they won the game on the road against a quality football team that could be in the Super Bowl for the NFC. Against the Buffalo Bills, didn't turn it over 1 time. Taking care of the football. I mean, that's the first step. Make the Buffalo Bills beat you. Don't beat yourself. That's the big reason they won that football game. Buffalo could very possibly be a playoff team as well. The other path of self-destruction, penalties. Bengals, even with the 6 penalties in last week's game, which was uncharacteristic, they had a stretch of 4 penalties in 6 plays offensively against the Buffalo Bills. Very, very unusual. 37 penalties, still fewest in the league. 286 penalty yards, still fewest in the league by a good margin. Houston has 55 penalties. They have 485 penalty yards. That's an 18 penalty differential in the Bengals' favor for 199 yards in penalty yard differential between what the Bengals have been penalized and what the Texans have been penalized. 2 football fields in 8 games. It's a big deal. Be smart. Be smart. Paycor crowd noise could be a factor. Absolutely could be a factor. We talked about the hot quarterbacks and who's gonna cool the other quarterback off, who's gonna be able to disguise against the other quarterback better. And finally, the Houston Texans are a hot football team. They're coming in here after a big come-from-behind victory against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Less than a minute to play. At 45 seconds, they have to go the length of the field, and they do in 4 plays. CJ Stroud takes them down the field, and they score. They're right now on cloud 9. Can the Bengals bring them back down to earth? Well, the final thing that might be helpful is making them go on long field over and over again. Make them have to run more snaps against Lou Anarumo and the defensive football team. So they did that against the Buffalo Bills. The Bills' average drive start was their 20-yard line. The Bengals' average drive start was the Bengals' 32-yard line. Both teams had 9 possessions in that football game. 12-yard differential times 9 possessions of the football, 108 hidden yards. The Bengals had a football field advantage in terms of hidden yards. That's big against a good football team. The Bengals only had 1 3-and-out in that game. They had 2 drives start in Buffalo territory. So, again, and the Buffalo Bills had 2 3-and-outs, and they had 4 drives start inside the 20-yard line. The Cincinnati Bengals made them go long field over and over and over again. They had 3 start inside the 15-yard line, 2 start inside the 10-yard line, did the Buffalo Bills. Robbins only punted the ball 3 times. All 3 of his punts pinned the Buffalo Bills back inside the 20-yard line. He averaged about 40 yards in so doing. Got to have that type of repeat performance where special teams dictating field position, offense, not turning the football over, defense, takeaways, red zone success, all these things, it can add up to another big victory. Do not take the Houston Texans lightly. They're playing good football. Nobody expected the Houston Texans to be 4-4 right now. D'Amico Ryans has them believing the Cincinnati Bengals have to put a doubt in their mind as quickly as they possibly can, as early as they possibly can in this football game. Dave Lapham here, and every day I am grateful for my experience to have played professional football. As a player, I realized self-motivation, leadership, and appreciating your teammates are key. At First Star Logistics, you can use those same attributes to create the life you want for you and your family. Build your future by working hard like I did. You'll see results both on and off the field. Call First Star Logistics today and be part of our winning team. Opportunity knocking.